Hey YouTube, what's up? Today I'm going to be talking about with you guys the review of my new Airport Extreme wireless base station. This is basically a router for your network. So basically, if you have a modem in your home from your cable company or whoever your provider is, you plug it into your modem and it creates a wireless network for your iPhone, your iPad, or say MacBook Air because it has an Ethernet port or anything like that. So any wireless device can connect to it. And it's really neat. It's got a lot of neat features, some things I don't like, some things I do like. And I just kind of want to talk to you guys about this. And first of all, I want to talk about you guys' setup. Because I know what you're thinking. It's really intimidating to get a new router, especially when your cable company already has one for you. You know, they already provide you one, so, you know, you pay like $3 a month or so for it. You know, and, you know, that's it. Granted, that is like $36 a year, I believe, is the math there. But that is like $36 per year, and that is expensive, I think, because that'll almost pay for this router in a few years. And I think the features will outweigh it. So basically, let's talk about some of the features here. First of all, it gives us some of the latest wireless technologies with 802.11n, which it also does B and G and A, I think, also. So if you've got an older device, it will connect. One thing I really like is it has the 5 gigahertz and the 2.4 gigahertz bands. So what does that mean? A Mac, so like my iMac, I believe, and I think my MacBook Air run on the 5 gigahertz wireless spectrum, which will give them the fastest speeds they can across the network. But so like an iPhone or iPod Touch, or I think even the iPad, they run on the 2.4 gigahertz band, probably because they want to put a cheaper wireless radio in them. So it's really nice to be able for it to run them both at the same time, so that way you can get the best connection possible. Another thing I want to talk about with you guys is the guest and networking you get with this router. It's really nice. All you gotta do is go set it up. The setup is really simple and easy. You go in, you set it up, and you can set it with the password, without a password. Basically, you go to your Wi-Fi settings, click on it, and you're automatically connected to it. It's really simple. So if I have guests over and they want to bring out their iPhones or laptops and want to connect to my faster Wi-Fi, they just tap on it, they're automatically connected. Which, granted, is kind of a safety risk, which I know that's what you're thinking, but that guest network cannot connect to any other devices on my network. So they can't connect to the printer, the iMac, the MacBook Air if they're sharing files is enabled. They can't connect to anything, they're only limited to stuff on that guest network, so it's different. Now I want to talk about what's bad with you guys, and the first thing I want to talk about with you guys is it's really ugly for an Apple device of current. It's a really ugly device. It's plastic, and it's white. Probably didn't let all the radios go through, but I still think it's really ugly, and I think Apple really needs to update it. Another thing is it doesn't have an external antenna. So I do not get the best Wi-Fi strength on my iPhone. I do not, there are times where I don't have full 3 bars on my iPhone 4 of Wi-Fi signal, which with my old G router, which was an old outdated router, I will admit, but it had an external antenna and I could get much better wireless reception. And that's really it for it. You know, if you've got, that's really it for the bad on this router. I think this is enough to kind of give you an idea of how it's like. And the main thing everybody's going to know is, should you buy it? Is it worth the $179 to get this router? And no, it's not. It is not worth $179 for an Airport Extreme. It is not. Sure, it's got the ability to hook up hard drives to it, which I forgot to mention, but you can do that too, and share them over the network. If that's something you're big in, then great, but I haven't figured out how to share it with a PC. If that's something you're big in and you have a Mac family, maybe you want, that's great, get one. But it's really not worth $179. You can get a Linksys for $150, and it's got an external antenna and more features. Probably even a better antenna. And it's really awful that Apple has so overpriced and so little features to it. The main thing I really like about this is there's an airport utility application that comes on your Mac, or they give you a disk you can put in your PC, and it will give you the airport utility software, so you can actually go right in and change it without having to remember your IP address or that 192 dot whatever. It's much simpler that way, I think, than what I used to have to do. I'd stick it in one password and I'd have to go in there every time I wanted to adjust my router settings, which is stupid. But it's really not worth that much money for what you're getting. I recommend, and I haven't noticed that huge of a speed difference, which was really disappointing to me. It's really disappointing that the speed wasn't normally better. You'd think for 802.11n, which is the latest, it would be lightning fast. Sure, I think I got 1 megabit per second faster on a good day. And that's it. And it was really depressing to me that Apple did that. It's really that way. I was really sad. And that's really all I have to say about this. Should you buy it? Sure. If you like the Apple ecosystem like I do, it's great. But if you don't, then I would recommend getting it because it's not a great router and it's not a good buy for your money. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that answered a lot of questions. If you have any more, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll get back to you as soon as I can on this stuff. I love to hear your comments, and even it's criticism. I take criticism really well as long as it's constructive. I really think it helps with the process that I have to go through with making my videos better. I'm willing to do whatever I can to make my videos better and make you guys watch. So, and that's why I'm doing the 250 subscribers for the $10 iTunes gift card. So that way to get you guys interested, so you guys can tell me what I'm doing wrong, so I can get better. That's all I want is to get better. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.